What's up, guys? This is an interesting one, so I wanted to react to it. So the caption says Tiffany Haddish reveals she used to go on dates just to eat when she was financially struggling. Let's check this out.
Somebody was telling me the other day, Tiffany, you care too much about other people. You care too much about other people. And I'm like, I guess that's because I felt like nobody cared about me when I didn't have. I was just trying to figure it out. Do you know how horrible it is to have to go on a date with a guy because you need a meal? And it's like, I don't even want to be nice to this person or even get to know him. I'm hungry. I don't know. But I have a strong feeling that we are going to have a lot more thinner people out here with the price of everything. And like, you know, in this past election, we were told that the price of food would come down, but it seems like it's just going up. So we're about to learn how amazing the human body can be when you don't eat. Somebody was telling me the other day, Tiffany, you care too.
Does that sound like a person being too nice to people? This is a thing where it's women who think men aren't people. It is women who think men aren't people. I, I when you listen to all these point of views, you come to realize that everyone views men like dirt. Everyone, women, other men. Hey, society views men as tools to be used, as by just view men as their utility. And then you come to realize that although I don't agree to it, you can't be surprised that when certain men come to that realization that society just views me for my utility, you get that toxicity, the mindset where okay, fine, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the world, I'm gonna use women because if you want to use me for my utility, I'm gonna use you for what I deem yours is, or I don't know, just hating the world, whatever. This is the thing where when you look down on people, the people you look down on, when they get to a certain point, they're gonna look down on you. Then I, I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's kind of reality. Kind of breaks it
Too much about other people.
down. Who do you care about? You care too much about other people. You literally just said a story that obviously you didn't care about that guy. So who are you caring about? Caring about too much about other people? This is a thing where I find it funny with women. Okay, they care about other women, and they care about men that pretend to be women. That's it. They don't give a shit about men. They don't give a shit about men, and then they have some kind of expectation that men, society at large, should give a shit about them, should support them, should be gentlemen, courteous, whatever, should care about them. When honestly, women don't care about men unless men pretend to be women. That is it. Women don't give a shit about men. You're too good to other people. You're too good to people. Literally, you are telling in the same story, right? In the same dialogue, you're saying that you're using men. How's that caring for them?
You care too much about other people. And I'm like, I guess that's because I felt like nobody cared about me when I didn't have. I was just trying to figure it out. Do you know how horrible it is to have to go on a date with a guy because you need a meal?
Nobody cared about you when you didn't have. Then saying that you know how terrible it is to go on a date with someone just because of a meal. Seems like that man cared about you. But obviously, because you don't like him. You don't care if he cares. It doesn't register. This is the thing with a lot of women, where their narrative, their viewpoint is only for the men that they want. The other men are invisible, or they are looked as just tools to be used. This is the thing where I said this before. Whether you're ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, broke, money, whatever, there will be men out there that will definitely want to have sex with you. But this is the thing. There will be men out there that want to be in a relationship with you, that would even want to marry you. Thing is, do you even want that man? This is the thing where, in her own story, that man cared enough to take her out on a date, to feed her. He cared enough to feed her, while in her mind, she's like, this man is ugly. This man, I don't want, I don't like him. But you know what? I will use him. In that story, who do you think is nicer to people? At least to a person he seems, at least he's nice enough to feed this person that doesn't like him. While she doesn't like him, but she's fine with using him. This is the hypocrisy. This is the insanity. You said you didn't have anything, okay? No one cared or whatever. Yet you still have the entitlement, the ability to get someone to feed you. No broke man is gonna get a woman to feed him. No broke man is gonna get a woman to give a shit about him, to even look his way. No broke man. Okay? Especially an ugly broke man, forget about it. That's 100% true. Now, hopefully, if you're a good-looking broke man, maybe. But, man, God forbid you're ugly and broke, whew, you ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing. While, although she's broke, she attracted somebody. This is why this is the thing where why I can't sympathize with women, because honestly, women at their worst, women at their worst, they choose to. Because I'm not saying that, oh, women love this, but at the very least, you can get support. Now, I'm not saying you like it, and I'm not saying women want or begging or liking support from the men that they don't want, but at the very, very least, you could do that. At the very least, at the rock bottom, right? Rock bottom. A homeless woman can at least get a man to feed her. While a man at the rock bottom, average man, I'm not talking about, again, most women find most men unattractive. So even if I give you the thing where, oh, he's attractive, that is still rare in itself. Okay? Being attractive to a good amount of women is rare in itself. So that's not a common point. That's not a common point you can make. Most men are not attractive to women. Okay? Most women don't find most men attractive. So if he's broke, unattractive, he can't even get a woman to spit on him. So this is a thing where why I can't sympathize with women when they complain about their problems, because even at the very least, there's ways out. At the very least, okay? Like I said, I'm not saying women are begging for men to, be, give them charity. But at the very least, you could. At the very least, women can be broke and still, I don't know, have someone provide for them. Men, they can't. Men cannot be broke and still have someone provide for them. They can't. Unless, well, maybe if you're parents, but, that could only go so far. So, I just think this is ridiculous.
And it's like, I don't even want to be nice to this person or even get to know him.
then you say in the first sentence, you said you're too nice. You're too nice. This man is feeding you when you have nothing, when you're broke. You don't even want to be nice to him. It's like this is a thing where it's only women that in the same sentence, in the same breath, you can be a hypocrite. You could be a hypocrite. You're allowed to be a hypocrite.
I'm hungry. I don't know. But I have a strong feeling that we are going to have a lot more thinner people out here with the price of everything. And like, in this past election, we were told that the price of food would come down, but it seems like it's just going up. So we're about to learn how amazing the human body can be when you don't eat. Somebody was telling me that.
I just want to show this is that, the mindset of women is very hive like. This is why you can generalize a lot of women's uh, talking points. You can do that because this is the thing, rich or poor, celebrity or not, women do this. Treat men like shit. Don't view men as even human beings. Trying to use men. It's because this is funny, right? Same breath. Oh my god, did he just use her for her body? He used her for her body. But hey, a man that's ugly, you don't want to be nice to. It's okay you use him for his money. It's okay to not equate, oh wow. It's okay to use men for their hard work, their money. But oh, God forbid a man uses a woman for her body. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but how in the same breath, the same way of thinking that you find it's disgusting for a man to use a woman for her body. You don't see the same logic of using men for their money. Ridiculous. What do you guys think?